Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about early extension, right? I want to talk about 3 common problems that I see from my students who have early extension. Number 1, they don't know how to rotate the hips properly in the downswing. Now, with the help of force plates, we now understand that in order for us to turn our hips, we need to interact with the ground, right? Specifically, we need to be pushing forward and backward, right? So when we push forward with our feet, it creates the ground reaction force that sends our pelvis backward this way, right? And that is called anterior force or forward force, okay? And when we push backward with our feet, that way it creates the ground reaction force that sends our pelvis forward this way. It helps us to thrust, and that is called posterior force. When you do that together, let's just say I push forward with my lead foot and I push backward with my trail foot, it creates a rotational movement. And that's called AP force, anterior posterior force. When you do that together, you create a rotational torque. All right? So now, without interacting with the ground, you won't be able to turn your hips. Just like when you're sitting on the computer chair, if you can find a computer chair, go sit on it and try to turn around while keeping your feet off the ground, you won't be able to turn, right? We also know that top golfers in the world push forward with the lead foot this way, right? Almost 3 times higher than pushing backward with the trail foot this way. So that means the anterior force is the key when it comes to clearing the hip, opening up the space for the hands and club and staying in posture. People who have early extension push too much backward with the trail foot this way, which creates the hip thrust towards the golf ball, right? And that can cause them to have an early extension, hitting poor shots, fat shots, and top. If you fall into this category, right, then I have a simple drill for you. All you need is a bottle of water, a big bottle of water. We're gonna get a bottle of water, a big bottle of water, 1.5 liter here. I'm gonna take my normal setup here, and I'm gonna place the bottle of water right behind my lead calf, okay? So then I will do my normal backswing, but then on the way down, I will try to knock this bottle of water over, right? And this forces me to push forward, which will create the reaction force that will send my leg and my pelvis back this way. So, we can go top, bang, knock it over this way. All right. Now this will help you to increase the anterior force in your swing, okay, which will eliminate the hip thrust, right? And we know that it's because we're pushing backward with the trail foot, and that's how your hip is thrusting forward. Okay, now with the golf ball. Okay, so that would be the most common mistake. That's number 1. Number 2 is poor balance in the setup. Oftentimes when people set up too far away from the golf ball, now when they do this, it puts so much weight and pressure into the toes, okay? Because of that, when they go up to the top of the golf swing, they're gonna fall. So as they're trying to regain the balance, they will try to stand up in a process of regaining the balance, and that can cause that pelvis to thrust forward this way. Okay, so now if you fall into this category, an easy checkpoint would be when you take a setup, I want you to feel like the weight is in the ball of your feet rather than in your toes, right? Move closer to the golf ball, and when you draw a straight line from the back of your arm straight down, it should go into the ball of your feet, okay? Now this to me is a great setup. If you feel like so much weight is in your toes, that's when you are in trouble, okay? There, ball of your feet. Okay, lastly is people who have a very steep arm plane, okay? So some people take the golf club back by lifting the arms up this way, right? Which causes the left arm to be very high and steep. And then on the way down, they will need to try to shallow this arm out in order for them to hit the golf ball. So then in the process of shallowing the arm, they thrust their hips forward to help with shallowing of the arm, right? And because of that, they end up standing up and have an early extension. Okay, so to fix this issue, what you need to do is when you go up to the top of the golf swing, You want the butt end of your grip. If you draw a straight line from the butt end of your grip down to the ground, it should go right into your ankle or somewhere around that area, but definitely not in front of your feet, okay? If the butt end of your grip is in front of your feet, you're in trouble. So those are the 3 common problems that I see with people who have early extension. Number 1 being the key, right? They don't know how to turn the hips. Number 2 is balance. Number 3 is steep arm plane. So check if you fall into any of these categories. I hope this video will help you to fix your problem. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and leave a like. If you have any comments, comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next video.